Hello everyone, welcome to my class. In last few lectures, we have completed chapter number 2 matrices. Now today I am going to start trigonometric functions which is on demand. Actually I wanted to take any chapter from paper 2 but some students wanted me to start trigonometric functions. So here we are going to start now trigonometric functions. This is not the thing that you are not familiar with the trigonometric, because in 11th standard also during your schooling you had trigonometric. So you know that there are 6 trigonometric ratios. Depending on these 6 trigonometric ratios, we have 3 fundamental identities, then double angle formulae, triple angle formulae, addition formulae, factorization formulae. All these things you have already learnt in 11th standard. Now what is in 12th standard? First we will see what we are going to learn in 12th standard. So very first point is trigonometric equations and their solutions. As like algebraic equation, trigonometric equations also exist. Okay, and their solution also. If equation is there, then it must have solution also. Then second point is solutions of triangle. In solutions of triangle there are some subtopics also, that is polar coordinates. We know that polar coordinates means r and theta. In terms of r and theta also we can express the point. Then the relation between polar coordinates and Cartesian coordinates. After that, solving triangle. We know that there are 3 sides and 3 angles are of any triangle. So depending on these 6 elements, we have certain standard relation: sine rule, cosine rule and projection rule. So we will see all these rules and all these points in detail. Okay. After that, applications of this sine rule, cosine rule and projection rule. But for this particular academic year, board has omitted that topic. Okay. And lastly, inverse trigonometric functions. Here also board has omitted the part of proof of inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, but the properties and the example depending on the properties are there in syllabus. Okay, then let us start from trigonometric equations. Here we will see the definition of trigonometric equations, then the solutions, principal solution and general solution of any trigonometric equation. First we will see the definition of trigonometric equations. Okay, an equation involving trigonometric functions is called as trigonometric equation. For example, suppose sin theta equals to half. Here sin is present and equality sin is there. Therefore, this is a trigonometric. And cos theta plus sin theta equals to 1. Here there are 2 trigonometric functions are present. Therefore, this is also a trigonometric equation. In physics, you must have seen the wave equation x equals to a sin omega t plus alpha. Here also sin is there. Therefore, this is also a trigonometric equation. Okay. Now let us see solution of trigonometric equation. Okay. Suppose in general, in algebraic equation, 2x plus 5 equals to 10. Then x equals to 5 by 2. Okay. If we put this 5 by 2 here, this equation satisfies. It means this x equals to 5 by 2. Satisfying this equation, so this x equals to 5 by 2 is the solution of this algebraic equation. Same thing is in trigonometric equation also. So definition of solution is a value of variable which satisfies given trigonometric equation is called as solution of trigonometric equation. Okay. Now we know that trigonometric functions are periodic. Periodic means after certain fixed interval, the value of the trigonometric function repeats. Okay. It means trigonometric equation has more than one solution. Okay. Now, for example, if you consider sin theta equals to 1 by 2, then we know that if theta equals to pi by 6 means 30 degree, okay, then sin 30 degree or sin pi by 6 is 1 by 2. It means the pi by 6 is the solution of this equation, sin theta equals to half. Okay, but at the same time, if we find sin pi minus theta, that is sin pi minus pi by 6, simply sin 5 pi by 6 is also equal to half. It means pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6 both are the solution of this equation. Okay, if you try to find, then again sin of 2 pi plus theta also equals to half. If you see sin of 4 pi plus theta, then also it is half. It means number of solutions are there for this sin theta equals to half. But for the principal solution, we want those solutions which are in between 0 and pi, not 2 pi. Okay, if the solutions are in between 0 and 2 pi, it may be equal to 0 but must not be equal to 2 pi. Okay, if the solutions are in between 0 and 2 pi including 0, then all the solutions are called as principal solutions. Understood? Clear idea? Now your question remains that how did I take this only? Why didn't I take pi plus theta or pi by 2 minus theta or 3 pi by 2 minus theta, like that? So for that also there are certain conditions. So we will try to understand those first. Okay. So to find the principal solution of any trigonometric equation, two things we need to know. First, allied angles. Now what is allied angles? In 11th standard you have seen, if the sum of the two angles is equal to multiple of 90, multiple of pi by 2, means suppose 60 and 30, the sum of these two angles is 90. Therefore these are allied angle of each other. Or you may say 120 and 60, the sum of these two is 180, which is multiple of 90. Okay, 2 into pi by 2 is pi. Okay, some more example we will see of allied angle, that is 135 and 45. The sum of these two angles is 180. Okay, so 180 is multiple of 90. Therefore these two angles are allied angles. And the second important point to find the principal solution is we should know the signs of trigonometric ratios in 4 quadrant. So we will see this also. This is your coordinate system. This is x-axis. This is y-axis. This is origin. This is first quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. Means sine, cos, tan, sec, cosec and cot. All 6 ratios are positive in first quadrant always. In second quadrant, only sine is positive. And cosec will be positive as cosec is the reciprocal of sine. Remaining all four ratios are negative in second quadrant. In third quadrant, tan is positive and consequently cot will be positive. Remaining all four ratios will be negative in third quadrant except tan. In fourth quadrant, only cos and hence sec will be positive. Remaining all four ratios will be negative in fourth quadrant. It means in first quadrant all ratios are positive. In second quadrant only sine and cosec will be positive. In third quadrant tan and cot will be positive, and in fourth quadrant cos and sec will be positive. When we learnt this in our schooling, we had one formula to keep this in mind. All students take coffee. Okay? If you want, you can also use this formula to learn the sign of trigonometric ratios in fourth quadrant. Now with allied angle and sign of all trigonometric ratio as per a quadrant, one more thing you should know. The values of all the trigonometric ratios for basic angles means 30, 45, 60, 90 and 0. Okay, you should know all the trigonometric ratios of these angles. Okay, so how to learn this? One easy chart I am going to give you. With the help of that chart, you can easily learn those values. Okay, so very first is sin pi by 6 equals to cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. Okay, means sin 30 equals to cos 60 equals to 1 by 2. Second is opposite of this. Sin pi by 3 equals to cos pi by 6 equals to root 3 by 2. Okay. Third is sin pi by 4 equals to cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Okay. Fourth is sin pi by 2 equals to cos 0 equals to 1. Next is sin 0 equals to cos pi by 2 equals to 0. If you know all these values, you can easily find the values of tan, sec, cosec and cot. Okay. So learn only these points. Okay. You will get all the trigonometric ratios of basic angles. Understood? So in this way, what is principal solution then? A solution alpha. In book alpha is used, so I am using here alpha. A solution alpha of a trigonometric equation is said to be a principal solution if it lies between 0 and 2 pi. It may be equal to 0, but it will not be equal to 2 pi. Okay, then that alpha is called as principal solution. For example, we have seen pi by 6 and 5 pi by 6 are the principal solutions of trigonometric equation sin theta equals to half. Okay. Now here we have seen the definition and the important point to find the principal solutions. In next video, immediately I will bring that video. We will see the examples to find the principal solution. That is our exercise 3.1. Till then, you learn the values and important point to find the principal solution. Okay.